is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirts, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about the San Antonio Spurs. This is a team that you guys know I was right about. In the summer, I made a video why everybody's sleeping on the San Antonio Spurs. People had the Spurs not making the playoffs, which I thought was crazy. And here they are right now in the playoffs and in a game 7 where they can actually advance against the number 2 seed, one of the most consistent teams all season, in the Denver Nuggets. What I also told you guys was this was just stylistically a bad matchup. And I told you guys, I don't really know who's going to win this series, but it's going to go at least 6 or 7 because these teams are close talent-wise, and stylistically, the Spurs match up well against the Nuggets. And the Nuggets like to take a lot of tough shots. They like to take a lot of threes. Spurs take quality shots. They make you work defensively, and you have to continue to move. You have to watch and keep track of everybody. Plus, the Nuggets don't have that much playoff experience together as a unit. So I definitely thought that the Spurs had the advantage when it comes to veterans and guys that have been and made deep playoff runs, like DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge. But they also have a coach that we all know is better than Mike Malone. And I definitely feel like the talent gap is the reason why it became such a fair series, because I don't think the Denver Nuggets are the overwhelming favorite team, and they struggled a little bit the last couple months to end the season. Even though they still finished second, they barely finished second because the last 2 games could have made them go from second all the way down to lower. So I think you have to give credit to the San Antonio Spurs for going out there, giving themselves a chance, but playing hard. They believe in the system, they trust in the system, and it has gave them an opportunity for them to advance. And if they go against Portland, I don't think Portland is that much better than the Spurs talent-wise either. If not, they're on the even field. It just the Blazers have a higher upside with Dame and CJ. But LaMarcus Aldridge has been playing like one of the best players in the league lately. And you could say the same thing about DeMar DeRozan. So their duo is basically equal to me. I give Portland a slight edge, but when it comes to everybody else, I trust the Spurs others more than Portland and obviously Denver to step up. And that's why they find themselves in a chance to go to the Western Conference Finals. And I told you, why everybody sleeping on the Spurs? Why is everybody sleeping on the Spurs each and every year, and now they have a chance to even get to the NBA Finals? I mean, the NBA Western Conference Finals, which people would have said was crazy a couple months ago, and now people saying that it's a possibility a couple months later. It shows you how great Greg Popovich is as a coach, being able to keep his guys prepared, giving them chances and putting them in the right opportunities and places to succeed. And he knows his personnel. He knows what he can do and what he can't do, what lineups to put out there, and how to attack mismatches and how to get the shots that you want. And he has always done that throughout his career as a coach since he's been in San Antonio. So I think none of the things that's happening right now isn't surprising to me because I picked them and I respected them all year, and they have lived up to the hype so far. And if they advance, that's farther than what people would have gave them. And that's the part that's crazy. I thought it was a legitimate chance that they can get out of this first round, even though I did pick Denver. I'm surprised that a lot of people are surprised that the Spurs is actually in Game 7 right now, because you going home, you have everything to lose because you're at home and your season is over. Plus, at the end of the day, you you don't want to go home, and then for them to be able to pull it out was pretty cool. So I definitely don't know what's gonna happen. This is a must-watch game. I feel like the first round lived up to the hype. I feel like it really has made a big difference seeing the playoffs and seeing how intense and how hard and how the shots and the possessions really matter, and how much people really care about winning. And it all goes into success. And the Spurs have been an embodiment of that. So you have to give them credit for being consistently in the playoffs and giving it their all when they are there. But Denver is a team that has been spectacular all season long. And it's just crazy that they ended up getting the Spurs and they might not even make it out of the first round, which is going to be one of the huge disappointments. They already missed the playoffs the last 2 years. In the third year, they miss it, but they might get put out in the first round. It just blows your mind. It hurts as a Denver Nuggets fan. And I can feel for y'all because I've seen it happen to my Celtics before. So it's crazy right now. And I really want to see what's going to happen with this team because if San Antonio win this series, I don't know what Denver going to do, especially because Paul Millsap might be a free agent. It's crazy. This is the worst case scenario if you're a Denver fan. But what I will say is it's just a testament to the greatness of the Spurs organization. They keep finding ways to win. They keep finding ways to put themselves in positions to be a championship team year in and year out these last 20 years. And that's crazy. You can actually say the last 20 because they made it to the playoffs over 20 years in a row. Nobody has done that long. And it just blows my mind that they've been able to do it. And when I look at Denver and I look at Portland, I wouldn't be surprised if they got to the Western Conference Finals and gave the Golden State Warriors a hell of a fight to go to the finals. And that's something that people wouldn't have said in the beginning of the season or in the summertime. And DeMar DeRozan, you have to give him credit. He didn't make the All NBA team. He won't be making. He didn't make the All Star team, but you can tell that he really wanted to prove something. He bought into the system. He trusted Pop, and look at the results. You have a chance to advance, and you have a chance against Portland. LaMarcus Aldridge, you thought he'd be old and washed up and trash this year. He comes back as an All Star and had a legitimate case for an All NBA team, and it's a testament to his work ethic and being able to continually perfect his game and his style of play. And you got to give credit to Pop for knowing his personnel and finding ways to make him and DeMar DeRozan work, even though they're not three-point shooters, but still having the three-point shooters like Bellinelli, like Bertans and Patty Mills and Brant Forbes to be able to space out that floor and give them the space that they need to play in the pick and roll and to play under the screens and allow them to probe and have the room to be able to operate in their areas of comfort. And that's genius. Back then, the 2 point was the game. Now it's all about threes, and they still figuring out ways to sacrifice. We have to give up and let threes go, but we still can compete and be one of the best teams in the league. And they did that this year, having two of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the last 4 or 5 years on the same roster. Even though it didn't equal to a high seed, even though they had a chance to do it, but they kept losing their games in the last couple of months. The last couple of weeks of the playoffs. The last couple of weeks going into the playoffs, they continued to lose, and they really could have made them a fourth or a fifth seed, which means they would play Utah or now it's Houston, but it really would have been a different team like Portland. So it's crazy that they're in this predicament, and it's crazy when I just look at this series and see that Denver could actually go home in the first round. It's just amazing to see that the Spurs may pull off the impossible. A team that wasn't even supposed to make it to the playoffs has the opportunity to go as far as the Western Conference Finals. It's just crazy that this is reality. But I know the Spurs fans are happy. I know they're doing their thing, and they feel confident going into Denver because they already won a game in Denver already in the playoffs in this series. So it ain't like they doing something that's impossible. It ain't like the odds are stacked against them, and this is going to be the craziest upset ever. It's going to be a huge upset, but it is crazy that the Spurs have found a way to be the model of consistency and excellence in the NBA, and they're still figuring out how to do it 20 years later. And if they get to the Western Conference Finals, which is possible right now, it's going to be tough for whoever come out that Houston Golden State series. And I think the Spurs match up well against Houston. I think they guard James Harden well. Not only that, they found ways to slow down a lot of their players multiple times, and they have enough talent to compete with the Rockets. So it'll be an interesting series, and it'll be a tough one because Greg Popovich owns Mike D'Antoni, and that's another factor in that series is can he outcoach him? Will his teammates be ready? James Harden struggled in the Utah series. Well, if he's struggling, then you got a chance to beat them, which means you have a chance to go to the NBA Finals, which means you have a chance to win a championship. And this is all reality right now, especially if the Spurs get past Denver. They have a legitimate chance of making it to the finals. We'll see how everything plays out. We'll see how everything goes, and we'll see if they're able to get to the next round or will they be done in Game 7. So this is all speculating. This is all just dreaming right now to see this team pull off something that looks possible right now, and that's the whole point of the video. This is something that we didn't see coming until now, and now if you look further, they have a legitimate chance of beating Portland, Houston, or Golden State. The way Derek White's playing, the way DeMar is playing, the way LaMarcus is playing, and the way their role players are stepping up, especially on the road. And championship teams have to be able to win on the road, and they have done that already this series. And I can see them doing it again in next series if they get out of this one. So let me know what you guys think. Is the Spurs going to get out of the first round? Do you think Denver just too inexperienced? Do you think that Denver going to come out with a different attitude because it is a Game 7? They is at home. You don't want to be the number 2 seed. Not only that, you don't want to be the number 2 seed that loses to the number 7 seed. Not only that, you don't want to be the team to lose at home as a number 2 seed with the series in your championship expectations and aspirations on the line, and it could all come to an end in this game 7 at home. So this is a lot of pressure on Denver. They at home. They the number 2 seed. They supposed to win. They supposed to be better. And if you really look at it, it's crazy. It's crazy that this is a possibility that they can lose. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that supports the movement. Thanks for everybody that likes on YouTube and comment. I like to see my comment section active. Thanks for that. Also, I read every comment, so if you have a good comment or something that's worth responding to, I will definitely do that. Also, thanks for everybody that's been buying the merchandise. I really enjoy that support, and it's a beautiful thing to see that type of support, especially when I didn't have none available. And now that I do, people are buying it. That's just a beautiful feeling. And on top of that, I do videos just like this. So if you like discussion, free agency, draft, buyouts, trade deadline, season previews, top 10 video discussion videos, playoff prediction breakdowns, NBA legend breakdowns, rookie breakdowns. I do it all. And if you love basketball, you'll love this channel because I embody everything about basketball. And I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. That's why I continue to go. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. Check out my playlists, check out my channel, and if you do, subscribe and let me know what you guys think about the San Antonio Spurs and the Western Conference.